Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel again. And today I am bringing you yoga for self-care. So this is another one of our lockdown series. We all need a bit of self-care during lockdown. We're all getting a bit lonely. We're all kind of neglecting ourselves a bit. So this is just 10 minutes where you can completely think about yourself. You can put on some music. I will do a voiceover, but I will also have music running as well, because I understand how boring it is just to do a flow with somebody talking to you. It's way better to have the musical influence. Yeah, let's just get going. We're going to start with our legs crossed. You can have your right leg or your left leg in front, it doesn't matter. You're just going to sit here and you're just going to take a few deep breaths in. So we inhale. And we exhale. Whichever feels more comfortable. If you'd like to keep your eyes open, or if you would like to close your eyes, it's completely up to you. And we breathe in and out. Just going to do 3 more of these. So we breathe in and out, and in and out. And once more, we go in and we exhale out. Okay. From here, we're just going to take our arms up to the side, and we are just going to lean over to the left side. It's just a little side bend. Taking deep breaths here. Make sure you're still breathing wherever you are. You need to make sure you're breathing. And keep holding. And then instead of coming back upwards, we're going to go downwards. So we're going to keep the circle going, and we're going to try and lean in the middle. So if I move back slightly, so you can see your hands are in front of you as far as they will go, and I want you to try and get your head to the floor, or chest to the floor more ideally. If you can't quite reach this, that's okay. You can sit here or here or here, doesn't matter. I want you to just stay wherever you are, as far over as you can go, and I want you to hold that. Sorry, my ear's coming out. And we're still holding. And in a minute, when we move, we are going to take, instead of coming through the middle to come up, we are going to go over to the right hand side, which is what we did a minute ago. So you're just going to place your right elbow on the floor, and then you're going to brush your left arm over to the right hand side. So we're going to do that in 10 seconds. In 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. So we're going to brush our left arm over. Right elbow hits the floor and our left arm comes up. Trying to keep this arm as straight as possible. Try and keep the energy going right through, so it shouldn't be bent over your head like this. It should be in a straight line, and make sure your fingertips are lengthening out as well. Okay, so everything is lengthening over to the right hand side. And I'm just going to hold this here. Seconds, we're just going to lift the left arm to come to a neutral position. And up we come. Okay, good. If you just give yourself a little bit of shake. Shake, 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 shake. We are then going to swap legs. So if you had your left leg in front like I did, put your right leg in front now. If you had your right leg in front, put your left leg in front now. And we're going to change direction. So we went to the left first time last time. This time we're going to go to the right first. In 3, 2, 1, we go to the right first. Remember to extend all the way through your arms and through your fingertips, spreading the energy right across the room. And we're going to do the same thing this side. So instead of coming back upwards in the neutral position, we are going to come across the front to reach out to the front. Try and reach your arms as far as they will go. If they won't go that far, don't worry too much. You can sit on your elbows here or on your hands here. It's just whatever is comfortable for you. And we're just going to continue to hold this. If you can, try and make the stretch a little deeper. So if you've got your forehead to the floor like me, try and get your chest to the floor. Might have to take your arms out to the side for that one. Okay, and then instead of coming up to a neutral, we are going to go over to the left this time. So our left elbow will hit the floor and our right arm will brush around. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we brush around. Remember, keeping the arm extended as possible, energy rushing through the arm and brushing through the fingertips. And we're just going to hold here. If you would like to deepen this stretch, tilt your head so your head is looking through the top of your arm. And come up from there. Okay. Oh, give it a little shake and a little shimmy. Okay, so what we're going to do now, you're going to take your legs so your heels are underneath your bum and you're going to be on your knees here. What you're going to do, one arm to one corner, next arm to the other corner. So your arms should be crossing at the bicep and tricep. And all you're going to do is lower your head to the floor. Okay. Try and get it as close to the floor. Obviously your arms are in the way, so it's not going to quite reach all the way. But remember to keep them straight and keep them pulling into each way. And you should feel it in the back of your shoulders when your deltoids. And we're just going to hold it here. And then come back up. I'm going to swap the other arm. So if you just put your arms the other way to what they were before. And lower down to the floor. And hold it here. Remember trying to keep the arms as straight as possible. I know it's hard. I know mine look a bit weird. Clearly I've got one more flexible shoulder than the other. Okay, and coming back up. Oh, might need a big stretch of the shoulders and the back after that one. You are going to come to the end of your mat. From here, you are going to push your arms out so your wrists are in line with your shoulders again. We're going to come into a plank position. Just here. So make sure your ankles are in line with your hips and your wrists are in line with your shoulders. we're going to push our hips upwards, trying to keep the back as straight as possible. Pushing the heels down towards the floor. If they can't quite hit the floor, then that is no problem at all. If you try and get them as close down as you can, you will feel the stretch to the hamstrings. One important point is that you keep your back straight during this. So if you need to bend anything, if you feel like you really can't get into this position, if anything, bend the knees instead of bending the back. So I shouldn't see any of this. I can't even do it now. I can't do it. Any of that. I would like a straight back with bent knees if need be. From here, I'd like you to just walk the heels. So pretend like you're walking. We're swapping onto each tippy toe. Left, right, left. Your back should still be straight. There should be a long line between your back, your shoulders and your neck. Should all be one long line. So we're walking, and then I would like you to put your knees down and sit your hips back into your heels, keeping your arms straight out in front of you. Your head should be on the floor in child's pose. And we're just going to hold it here. Remember to keep breathing. And then we're going to move into extended puppy. So from here, your arms are going to go out further in front of you. Your hips are going to come upwards, and you should end up with a right angle between your upper leg and lower leg. So if I push my hips up, arms out further in front of me, I am here. So I should be having a right angle between your hips to your knees to your ankles. And then using the arch in your back, I would like you to try and get your chest to the floor. Your bum should still be in the air, your back should be arched, and your arms should be out in front of you. Into extended puppy. And then we're going to hold this. Keep breathing. And then from here, you are going to take one arm, it can either be the left or the right, and you are going to place it moving across your body. So we'll do it this way towards the camera. So we're here. I'm going to lift up slightly, and I'm going to place my left arm underneath my right arm. So it is going horizontally across my body under my right arm, and then you're going to sink back into the position you were in, looking at the way your hand is. So remember your energy going all the way through the fingertips. And we're going to hold it here. And then we're going to take it back into extended puppy, and we're going to do the same but the other side. So this time my right arm is going to come underneath, my left arm out in front of me. And then hold it here while still breathing. So this position here, this is thread the needle. Very I like to extend puppy, however, it also stretches the twist in the back. Okay, from here we are going to come back into our extended puppy. Pushing our hips forward, flattening our feet at the back. We're back in downward dog. An itchy nose. Okay, from here, you're going to lift your right leg up, trying to keep it as straight as possible, trying to push it as far back as you can. We're going to bend it, we're going to bring it underneath the body, all the way to the front, and then we're going to push it out to the side. So your knees should be facing to the right, your foot should be facing to the left, and your hips and body should be facing forward. And you are now in pigeon pose. So from here, we're then going to just release everything down to the floor to conduct forward fold. And we're holding. So I'm going to come back up, pushing our hands in line with the shoulders so they are pushing our back upwards. We're going to bring the leg, we're going to tuck the toe under on our supporting back leg, lift it up and take our other leg from underneath us. We're going to come back into downward dog. We're going to do the same as what we did, but we're going to do it on the other side. So you will take your left leg this time, all the way to the sky, trying to push it back as far as you can. Then we give it a little bend at the knee, bring it forward, place it down horizontally, and try and keep our hips forward. From here, we are then going to push our hands out into a front forward fold, and we're just going to hold. So we are in our forward fold. We're going to lift our back up to here. You're then, instead of lifting everything, taking the leg backwards, you're going to rest your hips to the left and you're just going to twizzle your hips to the front here. From here, we are then just going to take the other leg with it, and then we are just going to sink back into our mats. And then you should be led down. First thing we're going to do here, I would like you to lift your, let's start with the right leg. I would like you to lift your leg so it's bent just in front of you here. Then with your left leg, grab your toes, put it to the side horizontally upon the other leg, well, thigh. So like we did in pigeon pose, but leg on our back. So you've got right leg, grab the toe of your left leg, put it horizontally on your right thigh, and you should look like this. Now this is called supine pigeon pose. So you are going to take the back, you're going to lock your fingers behind your right kneecap. And then you're going to try and pull your thigh and your other leg as close to you as possible. And then we're going to hold it here. Make sure you keep breathing. You should be breathing, you should be inhaling and exhaling throughout all of these positions. Okay, then we're going to take our legs back out. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So we bend our left leg, take our right leg's toes and place them horizontally on our left thigh. We then take our hands, place them behind our kneecap and pull them as close as you can, interlocking your fingers. We're going to take that back down to the floor. And then make sure you've got a bit of room away from the wall. I'm moving forward just so I have. What we are going to try and do, if you would like to start with bent legs in front of you, we are going to try and get these legs over here. So all you've got to do is pull your feet off the ground. Then I want you to push up from the hips. So, like this, pushing it up from the hips. You can use your hands on the floor as a bit of a push into the floor to help you get up. But we should end up with our legs behind our head in plough pose. I need to move forward a little bit. Okay, so you should have a straight back if possible here. So your hips should be in line with your shoulders. And just hold. You can also hold your back if it's easier for support. So you can hold your back here, or you can hold the floor if you think you can hold it there. And then gently rolling back down your mat. To come to a sitting position. My all-time favourite self-care, muscle massages. So what we're going to do, we'll start with the feet. So what you're going to do, if you're sat in easy pose, so this is just with your legs crossed, I want you to take the sole of your feet, just go back so you can see. I want you to take the sole of your feet, take your fingertips, so the palm of your thumb here, and I want you to just push upwards into the palm of your foot. Okay, so you just make little circles, giving your foot a little bit of love. Just give us some little circles on the ball of your feet, which you've been using a lot, on your heels. You might need to give your ankle a twist. Oh, my ankle aches a lot. You might want to give it a little press. Some little circles. And then you're going to do the same on the other foot. So you're going to get into the soles of the feet, doing these little circles. Getting right in there. Give those feet some love. Okay, and you're just going to keep making little circles. And you're going to give your ankle a little circle. So this is just a really, really quick like muscle massage session. There's nothing, this is just like my little dance and yoga massage that I do. A lot of people do it differently. You can do it how you like, what suits you best. But this is what I find I really, really enjoy after so much work. So we're going to get into the calf now. So you're going to take your fingerprints and you're just going to dig right into your calf. Some people prefer to use the knuckle and really, really get in that muscle. I would not advise that if you are injured. So if you've got a painful calf or anything in that sense, do not do that, okay? Because you can get into it and you can ruin your muscle, you can injure your muscle even worse. Okay, so we're just going to build up the leg, pushing in with little circles, and then at the back you can kind of feel where there's an indent in your leg. I like to push in those indents, so whether it's two hands at once pushing up and down, pressing as hard as you can. I personally prefer doing this with a partner as well. So you can really get into the nitty gritty with a partner, all the way up the hamstring as well. You can really get into the nitty gritty parts of this with a partner, and it's a lot easier because they can stand on you and things like that. So So we're just doing a circle, so getting right into those muscles. And on the other side as well, don't forget the other side. So you're getting right into them with your little circles. Trying to relax that muscle, giving that muscle a bit of love. It needs a bit of love and knockdown. Okay, and then you're going to start pressing into the muscle. Not hard, don't do it hard. It'll probably hurt a lot. Just gently push. Maybe pull backwards. And then up into the hamstring. Round onto the thigh. And then when you get up to here, my favourite massage technique is to get the bottom of your hands, I don't know what these bits are called, I suppose it's not your wrist, but you're going to get those and you're just going to muddle apart each part of your leg. So you'll feel a little shake in your leg, probably, as you can see, my foot starts going all loose. So that's the idea, that's what you're trying to do, you're trying to loosen all these muscles that you've worked so hard with. So we're just doing little circles with the palm of the hand, getting really, really in there. And then you can do the same sort of thing on your arms, so you can press it like this. You can do these. You can't do those obviously because your hand. Thank you guys, so well done. That is yoga for self-care. I really, really hoped you enjoyed a bit of time to yourself, whether it's a break from cooking or whether it's a break from cleaning. It's nice to just spend a bit of time by yourself, treating yourself. So my lockdown goal to you is to do this more often, whether it's once a week, whether it's once a day. Do something for yourself, get away from everybody else, every other worry, and do something for yourself, because I promise you it will really help you feel better and it will help you cope down with lockdown. Cope with lockdown. But yeah, please give me a like, a comment and subscribe, and hit that little bell, turns my notifications on and just lets you know when I've posted. Bye!